the expectations of Michigan State, they're unrealistic. Because now that they've gone 11-3 last year, they're thinking they're 11-3 every year. And I'm like, bruh, that K9 performance, like, you got to take a step back and look at what Kenneth Walker III was able to help you mask last year. Your offensive line was trash last year, much like the Detroit Lions were early in Barry Sanders' career. But guess what? Barry Sanders found ways to get yards, and that's what K9 did. That ain't the offensive line. That's K9. Peyton Thorne, average quarterback. But it's a lot easier when you got a running back, and K9 makes the play action pass that much easier. Everybody's coming up. You got man-to-man coverage with Naylor and Reed on the outside. Makes it a lot easier. It makes the defense a lot easier to play when their secondary was horrible. But if you are ahead of most teams, then teams are playing to you. They're playing to you, so they got to pass all game long, and you're going to get a pick here or there. You're going to get to the quarterback here or there. Y'all don't have K9 this year, and it shows.
And that's exactly where I was going. Look, I've tried to talk reasonably about the Michigan State Spartans. It don't work. You mentioned Michigan State, and these crazy fans are all over the place. Yeah. Oh, the personal attacks and this, that, and the other thing. You know what? So I'm just going to tell you what I really think. Your coach sucks. He's no good either. He might be able to recruit. But I see a coach who's 20-15 in his career as a head coach. Okay, your quarterback sucks. I don't know what anybody was. What in the world? Peyton Thorne can't hit the broadside of a barn. This Keon.
Tell him how you really feel.
I mean, seriously. You know, look, Mel Tucker's 20-15 in his career,
Ryan
and he threw an 11-2 record in there last year. And we've tried to say how much of this was this generational talent in K9, Kenneth Walker III. I mean, this is one of those great players that drops in your lap once every 20 years. He's that good. What do you do after that? What do you do after that? You want to follow that up. You don't want to go down. You want to follow that up. And I'm not saying Michigan State's gonna be last place in the Big Ten this year, but I just don't think they're going to be anywhere near the top. I think they'll probably lose this week to Minnesota. They're just not a good football team. Conversely, with my team, I didn't want last year to be a one-year wonder.
Yeah.
So I do think you got to validate. I do think Jim Harbaugh has to validate. What do you got this year? Go on the road and beat Ohio State and win another Big Ten championship. Yeah. You want to be up there with the big boys. You want to be up there with the elite. Go to Ohio State, finish the year 12-0, get to the national championship game, and validate what you did last season. And I don't think it's any different for Michigan State. You got to go do that. And they're probably going to lose 5 games. And I'm telling you, I think if you're a Michigan State fan, that's not good enough. Well, I don't care if you're a Michigan State fan, what your expectations are. Yeah. If it were me, that's not good enough.
Here's what you also have to do if you're the University of Michigan Wolverines. You gotta win some Big Ten games by large margins. And I ain't talking about playing Rutgers. I'm not talking about playing the underman Indiana. I'm talking about you got to go beat teams that we know not to be good, but they're Big Ten big names. You got to go whoop them. Penn State's not that good. Like, I don't need to see a game where you almost beat Penn State. They're not good. Like Purdue, like the teams like that, every game, like in the Big Ten with the exception of Ohio State, I need to see you guys win some 2-touchdown games in the Big Ten. Whether it's Penn State, whether it's Indiana, whether it's Maryland, whether it's, well, they'll beat the hell out of Maryland, whether it's Minnesota. I got to see you put the pedal to the metal to beat these teams of that nature. Ohio State, however the hell you got to beat them, it's however the hell you got to beat them. Michigan State, however the hell you got to beat them, it's however the hell you got to beat them. But other than that, the Big Ten is sorry, and I need to see that the Big Ten is sorry about how you play.
Penn State didn't look sorry this week, though.
I think Auburn sucks too. By the way,
but that's a beatdown in Auburn.
They both suck. Auburn's horrible. Bo Nix, who was trash, he transferred. First team they played, Purdue gave them a game, and we saw how Purdue looked this past weekend.
I understand.
Penn State is
they're not an easy out, man.
They never are. They never are. But we don't go to Penn State this year. We got them at home.